Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We got some Lex Talionis account to build tonight. Gonna be able to get Krrsantan to relic, that'll be nice. And then we'll see what else we can get done with the account. Fun stuff, we got hardship mode enabled here though. Let's see, our next raid is gonna be the Naboo raid again. We're gonna try again to get the Battle of Naboo done. Where are we at? We're at 122 out of 180. So 2/3 of the way there. Another day or two. A couple days and we'll get that raid launched. I haven't had any get through in a while, so slowly been running out of the materials that I need in that get 3 bracket here. Electrum conductors, still have a few of those, but like the Zimbital cards and arrow magnifiers for the higher relics, just a couple more relics and I'll be out. So looking forward to getting back into the newest content, getting that get 3. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get box 1. Hopefully some people in the guild have made a little bit of progress with their teams. I put out a video for anybody who's in the guild who hasn't seen that video. I talk you through how to build the Galactic Republic Jedi team to be able to get good score in that raid with relatively not that much effort. I won't say no effort, I won't say it's for free, but doesn't take too much. So if you haven't already taken a look at that, it might be worth having a peek. All right. Stormpooper says I paid $346 to have a government guy come today and look at my water heater wiring for about 40 seconds and say, "Yep, looks good." I'm doing my part to keep the bureaucrats employed. Had to get something inspected. Nice. Man, I tell you, it's a racket how much you get charged for everything. On the other hand, I mean, I can also say sometimes people underestimate what goes on behind the scenes. So, like, I've had that before where in a business I'll be quoting a part and the client would say something like, "Well, I'm getting that part somewhere else for a lot less money. You know, I'm not going to pay you that much money for the part." And I'm like, "Okay, put your negotiating tactics aside. I'm telling you, this is how much it's going to take to make your part. I could talk you through all the steps, why it's costed the way it's costed. And if you're getting it so cheap from somewhere else, that means they're either taking shortcuts and not being honest about what they're giving you, you know?" So I know 346 for a visit might seem like a lot, but there might be, I'm not saying there is, but I'm just saying there might be a lot of paperwork and forms to fill out and things that the bureaucrat has to go peddle in the bureaucracy to make that worth it. Who knows? I will say that, you know, I've had customers challenge me on that stuff before too and say, "There's no way that part cost you that much to make." Well, you know, you want to come run my factory, you can come run my factory. But I'm not going to sell you a part cheap and lose money just because you think it should be cheaper. So, yeah, I said no to some stuff. I said no to some pretty decent business, but I mean, if you're trying to make, let's say you're trying everything you sell with your business model, you have to earn 10%. You better be making a lot of it and turning it over quickly, right? For specialty stuff, you want to be making 30 to 50%, you know, because it's custom. You want to, everything that you sell has to be high margin because otherwise you're not going to be able to pay the electric bills and keep the place open, you know. So it takes more labor, it takes more time. and you got to get more profit out of it. So, yeah. So I worked in an industry that was trying to sell paper products to an industry that was used to buying styrofoam. So styrofoam, plastics, those kinds of things are getting more undesirable. You package up materials and you send them to your customers in a bunch of plastic, and they don't like it. They want recyclable materials. They want to feel like, you know, you're being responsible as a company. So we were offering packaging products made out of paper. And I mean, it just costs more to do it that way for some stuff. So you have to make the decision. If you're going to be environmentally conscious, you gotta pay the price. Interesting stuff. I mean, in an ideal world, it'd be the environmentally conscious thing would be cheaper. But see, that's the problem. That's why people aren't doing the environmentally conscious thing in the first place. It's because it's less expensive to do it the other way. All right, so let's take a look at Krrsantan here. Oh boy. I just lost my stream. Okay, I found it again. I clicked the window closed. That's not great. Okay. So here's Krrsantan. Upgrade this dude to relic level. Let's do that. I think I have enough materials to get him to relic 5, but I honestly don't know if I have enough bronzium wiring. I may run out of bronzium wiring, and I don't think I have any materials left to build bronzium wiring. I went in there the other day and built the bronzium wiring. So if I do have stuff, I won't have much. It looks like I'm going to be like 4 short. I should have enough to build 4. Okay, let's see if I've got all the other stuff. Yep. We just need a few bronzium wirings. Alright, let's go in to the scavenger. And we'll just grab a couple of these, make the 4 that we need. And we'll go put relic 5 onto Krrsantan. What relic does he have to be for the journey? Just 5 or more? Let's see. We got a completion. All right. It's really good to have him at higher relic in the Jabba team. I put the whole Jabba team up to relic 7 because of the raid. But without the raid, I think Krrsantan's one of those characters that's definitely worth putting it above his minimum relic. But for now, all we have to be able to do is afford the Jabba first. Okay, so that puts us in pretty good shape there. We got Han Solo still needs 1 more relic level, right? I believe, yeah, he has to go to 8. Who should we work on next? Somebody with no Kyro requirements would be good. So let's grab this Gamo guard here, or do we want to do a Jawa instead? So we've got Skiff Guard Lando. We'll start putting Kyro on him. Oof, Gamorrean Guard, Jawa, or Mob Enforcer. Boy, which one of those characters is the least useful? Or least useless, I guess, is the criteria now. Mob Enforcer may be able to find use. They are a Hutt Cartel and a Scoundrel, so we could probably get him in a team somewhere before. Is the Gamorrean Guard a Scoundrel? Yeah, also Hutt Cartel and Scoundrel. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll do Gamorrean Guard then. Let's see how much gear we can get on this Gamo Guard. Alright, still going. Still going. 11. We're just short of gear on 12. Don't know exactly what we're missing here. We'll start locking these pieces down until we get a clue. Okay. So this is what we're missing. Do we have that in the shop? Yes, we do. Grab that. And we go to gear 12. Okay. So on gear 12, we can already start locking pieces down. Look at this. Nice. Let's do that. We'll do glasses. We'll do this. Do that. Holy cow, look at this guy. We're in good shape. We're in pretty good shape. We'll be able to relic him next week, probably. That's nice. Alright, cooldown -1. I don't know. I don't feel like this guy's worth putting any good skills on. Not even gonna waste the Omegas. Oh, this one gives dispel buffs. That might be worth having. The Allied Leaders Hut Cartel. Okay. Nope. Not gonna invest there. I'm a little weak on my cash flow this week. We had Thanksgiving. Also had my daughter's birthday. Had spent some time with the family at a museum and a holiday and a birthday and all that stuff. So I haven't been in the game as much as normal this last week. So I didn't get many currency purchases. You saw I still have like 11K of the Mark 1 raid tokens. So I got plenty of tokens. I just didn't look at enough shops to spend them. So only got 16 million this week. We'll get that spent pretty quickly though, I imagine. Alright, no small mods to sell. Bunch of bad stats we can sell. Gray mods. Select them, take them up to 9. Kick out the triangles and the crosses, sell everything else. And then look at the triangles and crosses. And these protection ones, I don't think we want. Offense mods with protection main stats aren't very exciting, so we'll sell those off. And then we'll take the rest of these up to 12 just to give them another chance to maybe get speed. Get rid of them. Go in here. Sell off the 3-speed mods. Boy, that's pretty bad crop today, guys. Look at that. Oof. We only got 8 mods that we can work on. It's lower than usual for sure. We had a good amount of gray mods. You saw the whole sheet was filled up. We just didn't get speed on most of them. We got sold off before they even got started. Alright. Protection. Nope. Nope. Okay, there's 9 speed. Crit chance is not that great. Flat off, percent offense, flat health, flat defense. I don't think that one's worth spending slicing materials on. Alright, this one's 9. Alright, 14. Alright, 19. Alright, take it up to 6.20 speed. 23 speed total. Man, that last roll, we were doing good. We had it on a roll, making good scores. You can't re-roll speed though. Like if you calibrate mods, you'll notice that sometimes when you calibrate out of a stat, it doesn't pick the last one that you got. It picks any one. So if you've gotten 3 rolls in like flat defense or something like that, it doesn't necessarily take the last one on the list. So there's a couple mods who, when I saw them, I thought about trying to re-roll and getting a better speed roll off of a 3 or something like that. But you could hit any one of the 5 if you re-roll that speed. All right. Let's take a look at the blues and the greens. We'll upgrade them all to 9. Show their stats. All the ones with no speed can go away. And then we'll take everything else up to 12 and see if there's any new stuff here for slicing. Any chance for some different music tonight? And I tried to do different music, and I don't know what happened, but as soon as I changed the music, there's a place where you can go to update your list of music, and basically the creator that I selected the music from, the new music, said the music's free as long as you give me credit, right? So in that section of the video for music, I put the link to that music, and it got demonetized everything. So for like 2 weeks I changed the music, and every single thing I did got demonetized. So I'll put some new music on. I'll try again. I'll try to figure that out again. There's got to be something that I did wrong or that I don't understand, so I'll go try to get that sorted out. Somebody else probably has made a video on YouTube about it. All right, 17 speed offense with offense triangle, 18 speed. All right, also a 23 speed mod. That's nice. We'll lock that one down. That'll definitely be useful somewhere. Okay, and then I think there was one more. I thought there was one more somewhere. I guess not. Oh, there it is. Health with a health main stat and 9 speed. Health with a health main stat's pretty good. We'll take it to purple and see what happens. Not the thing that we wanted. All right, we'll quit working on it. All right, let's go into the purple mods here. Select everything, upgrade all these to 3. That'll get us all the stats. And then we'll look at the purple and golds, and the ones that don't have any speed can go away. We'll level up all of these mods to 12. And then we'll go see if there's anything here worth working on. This one's new. 15 speed, that's pretty nice. 15 on 3 rolls is good. Take that to gold. 18, we'll take it to 6 dots. 19 speed on 6 dots. And 23 is the magic number tonight, y'all. That is the speed I'm going to get, it appears. I'll take it, though. I ain't complaining. 23 speed is pretty good. Alright, this is a 9 speed. That's 9 speed. I'm not too interested in those. I'll take them up to 15. Just so that next week when I'm working on stuff, I'll know that those aren't new mods. This one's probably 8 speed. Those are also 9 speed. Alright, we'll quit there. I'm not going to put all these 9 speed mods up to 15. If I use them, I will. Otherwise, we'll leave them as is. So Storm Pooper, are you saying you put in your own water heater? You installed it yourself? Some people are handy. You know, they are good at fixing stuff. I have this weird thing where I'm good engineer. Like I know what things look like and how they should go together. But when I try to do it myself, I always manage to mess something up. It's amazing. If I try to do plumbing, it's probably going to leak in the near future. I'm scared to death of electricity. I shocked myself one time. Never want that to happen again, so I'm terrified of electricity. We had a light that went to unscrew the light, and the glass broke off and left the metal part in the socket. I turned the power off to the entire house to take that metal part out. Now, I know I could have just shut off the light switch and it would have been fine, but I'm like, I'm shutting off the light switch, I'm shutting off the breaker. I don't want to make the mistake that it's the wrong breaker, so I just killed power to the whole house. Better safe than sorry. That's it. So yeah, I am not a handy person. I'm the opposite of a handyman. If I touch it, it's probably not going to work. It was like that with my car too. I mean, my dad was a mechanic. He owned his own shop, and I knew all about cars. So I grew up in South Dakota, and you could get a learner's permit when you were 14. All the farm kids started driving when they were 14. So when I was 13, I built my first car, built my first engine, put it in a car, and I mean, it wasn't bad. I had a nice little car, and a 75 Mustang that I put a 302 engine into with a bunch of aftermarket parts. It was, I don't know, somewhere between, I would say, 300 to 400 horsepower. I don't know exactly how much, but it was a pretty fast car. But, man, I was fixing on that thing like every month something would go wrong with it, and I'd have to fix it. And I'd fix it, and the same thing that I fixed would go wrong again. If I put my pride aside and asked my dad and said, hey, will you fix this for me? And he fixed it, it would never break again. Like, he could touch it and fix it, and it would be fixed for good. I would fix it, and I'd have to fix it again a couple months later. I don't know. Just don't have the knack for that stuff. Alright, so we put some mods on the Gamorrean Guard. We just put tenacity mods on him for now, just to have something. We need to take a look at the Sith Triumvirate too in terms of modding. So let's go to that team. And let's see what we can do for this Sith team. See how much gear we can get on them. We've got 8 million. So I can basically put 2 million each into these characters. So from where we're at, 70, oof. What does 2 million get us for? 81. There's a lot of Zetas and stuff that you need to be 82 to get, right? Okay. So we'll take her up. She's a very important part of the team, of course. Inflict debuff. All debuffs on allies to target enemy for 1 turn. Take that. Saber Storm, 30% damage. This is a pretty damaging ability when it's maxed out. We'll take that. Iso Latte. Sure, we'll take that. And then the leadership, I'm pretty sure we're going to want the Zeta on this leadership, right? If we're playing Treya, we're probably going to put her in the lead. We probably need the Zeta. For anybody who's not familiar with her Zeta, it gives critical avoidance and potency to the team. But then it also says that when an enemy uses an ability outside of their turn, they take damage equal to 35% of their max health. So teams like Geos, Mon Mothma teams, even to some extent CLS and teams like that, where there's a ton of assists or counterattacks, Traya shreds those teams pretty well. They're constantly taking instances of damage every time they attack on a turn. Take any action on a turn, actually. Use any ability outside of their turn. So it's a pretty old tactic, but there's there's a lot of battles that you can see where the old triumvirate with Traya, Nihilus, and Scion, and you go against the Geos, and the Geos just flail away and can't kill your Scion, and then you take one shot. They've all got one hit point, and you just do one move, and they're all dead. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool thing to do. So we'll take that. And then this is a Grand Arena Omicron here, so we got to think about this. At the start of each turn, she dispels all debuffs. So we got to do that in order to get access to this. And the Omicron takes level 85, huh? While in Grand Arenas, there's no enemy Galactic Legends. Gain crit damage, max health, offense. Yeah, this is really good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take her up to 85. And we'll get that. Omicron this. And then, oh, look, we can, there's a lot of gear buttons we can click here. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing on Savage. We're going to take him. Can't get level 85. Okay, so we won't get it for this week. That's too bad. We need some weird gear on this guy. Look at this. Let's grab some of this stuff. So with these little materials like this, you can farm them like 4 at a time. So we'll get him a couple gear tiers here till we can see like some real gear that he's missing. Same piece. Wow, okay, fine. We'll just farm a bunch of them then. Get 20 of those. Got to do that every now and then. All right, and then this, we need Carbantes now, so that'll be a stopping point. Maybe we can use Traya with a Darth Vader or something like that in Grand Arena. We'll still have use. Probably won't use the leadership on him, but we might as well take the ability up. He'll eventually solo, so yeah, or may eventually solo. Okay. So we just got to wait on those higher level abilities for him. And then what can we do with Nihilus? Boy, not much, huh? We'll run out of money just trying to put skills on him. Okay, so this will be a no-go for this week. Put him on the team. We'll have a decent Traya, and we will have a Savage. And then next week we can take a look at putting the skills onto Savage. Lord of Hunger. Okay. So let's go mod Traya. Let's think here. What's the Omicron situation for Lex? The Omicron situation for Lex is dire. Up to this point, we haven't had many Omicrons. I'm going to go on a limb and say we've only got like 3 in the account right now. Maybe more than that. It's not many, though. Let's take a look. So we get the one we just put on Treya. We definitely have one on Qui-Gon here. And Wampa. So that's 3. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so we've been running this account for a long time with just a couple Omicrons. But the Treya team is good enough that I think it's worth putting a couple Omicrons onto Treya and Savage. Get that team fully functional. We can, again, if we relic Savage at some point, we can use him solo. We can use Treya in other teams. Her leadership is good enough. And again, we're not playing Kyber arenas on this account. We just want to be able to win fair matchups. And Treya is going to be able to punch way up in fair matchups. So if I have a Gear 12, Treya, Savage, Nihilus, that team will kill full relic teams right and left. So that's why we're investing here. What's Lex's plan after Jabba? I think, depending on how it looks in GAC, I think I'll go from Jabba and then kind of swing back for Executor. Pick up Executor and then Jedi Master Luke. We'll already have Jedi Knight Luke and a bunch of the other stuff for Jedi Master Luke is already started through the Jabba journey. So because I have Jabba in Profundity, Jedi Master Luke should be easy. I do think I'll go for Executor in between though. So I'll go Jabba, Executor, JML. And then I think at that point you got to consider your account stabilized and you got to start chasing the new stuff, you know? And for an account that's completely free to play as such, that means we're not going to dip back for light speed bundles and all that stuff. So it would just be going forward. And I don't know that you'd ever catch up, right? With all the Galactic Legends that are still over the shoulder, if we're not buying light speed bundles, it's going to take 5 years to get all of the old content caught back up while still trying to keep up with the new content. But I think that's what the game looks like today. If you get a couple capital ships, you got Fleet Arena under control, you've got Hard Conquest under control, then you just work on whatever the newest stuff is coming out, and work on the old stuff when you get a chance, when it fits. All right, well, let's go mod this team. Throw some training wheels mods on here. What does Treya want? At low levels, what does Treya want? Well, I've been farming so many offense mods that it looks like she wants offense. I would say health and speed. Oh, we got no credits. We're credit free. Oh, yikes. That's going to make this modding session really short. We'll just put on whatever we have. Look at all these health mods. Yuck. I don't even like health mods. Crit damage on Treya? I guess. I don't know. Maybe we do it this way with a crit chance. And then let's see if we've got a crit chance arrow anywhere. Here we go. Sure. Can't enhance it, never mind. Out of cash. Okay, well, at least she'll have mods on her to get started. It's better than no thing. Okay, let's take a look at Savage here. I don't think Savage minds offense. Ooh, that may be too good. Somebody else probably needs that. 10 speed. 5 speed. Put mediocre mods on because, you know, we can improve that later when we get in a better situation. With money? Wow, we don't have any other crit chance stuff in the account. Alright, let's see if we got a tenacity arrow somewhere. Sure, got some of those. Defense. That's actually a pretty good arrow there. 23 speed with defense main stat on a tenacity. I mean, it's okay. I don't like defense main stats. I like defense sets. The sets are good, but I love that to be health main stat, to be a really good mod. I'll take the 23 speed though. Okay, so we got some Savage here. Good enough. Where are his shards from? Squad Arena store. So we'll pick up the rest of his shards. We'll pick up the rest of Treya's shards. We only need 4 purchases with Treya, 6 with Savage, so we can have them both 7 stars for next week and hopefully have a little more money to sink into them. Get that Omicron onto Savage. Gonna need Krrsantan and oh, that's just because money. Okay, so we just gotta buy some Krrsantan. We can buy Krrsantan. Surely we'll see them in the shop sometime between now and then. Let's take a look, see if there's any down there right now. Scanning, Krrsantan scanner activated. Nothing. 0 Krrsantan. At least I'm not seeing them. Okay. That's all right. We'll find them later. All right, let's see if we've got anything that we can do with Datacrons this week. We've got a level 5 Datacron here. Not enough materials to do anything though. I suppose $100K for these, huh? I've got 1.2 million sitting around, so it's not a very good deal, but I'm going to go ahead and spend those friendship points just so I can get level 6 here. Alright, mercenary. We got a mercenary Datacron now, y'all. Okay, we do have a team of bounty hunters that could be all relic characters. So we can actually use that Datacron somewhere. Alright, looking good there. Ships. Let's take a look at ships, see if there's anything we can do here. Imperial TIE Bomber. 6 stars. Let's go. Galactic Legend Palpatine. Okay. Skills are all done on that, so there's nothing else for us to do at the moment. IG 2000 just needs its best skills here. So IG recovers 5% health, 5% offense, and the next skill level gives it 8 on those. We've got enough, we can afford it. That's a good ship. We're going to build Executor someday. Don't mind it. Flo's ship. Critical hit immunity, not a big deal there. This is not a big deal. We don't care about that. Okay, so we leave Plo alone. Plo is done for now. You know what? In fact, get out of here. How bad is this Plo? I mean, it's not awful, right? He's 7 stars, level 78, got some mods on him. Ship is pretty weak, but I'm not going to put more stuff on Plo at the moment. Phantom, we bought the reinforced skill for it. This is the Ghost and Phantom interaction here. I think I'm done. Capital ships, though. Let's take a look at capital ships real quick. We got the Chimera built. Okay, everything but the basic is done there. Executrix. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna spend on the Executrix. We'll start saving up. We'll save up prestige. We're still gonna need prestige when we hit 6 stars and 7 stars with our own profundity. And then if we get Executor, we're gonna need a bunch of prestige. I don't wanna have to buy too much of it out of the shop. So we'll just switch over to saving mode on prestige. We did characters, mods, datacrons, ships. Not much else to do. I think I signed up for Grand Arena already, so let's resave the roster. And let's go take a look and see if there's anything different that I want to do with my defenses. We can put Mon Mothma here on this team. She's on a different team. She's holding down a different defensive squad, I guess. Yeah, she's up top here. Alright, let's kick her off of the defense here. Let's make this truly awful. We can just put rebels down here. Not like I'm actually holding anybody off with this team, right? Put RTD2 in there, sure, why not? Okay. Truly awful team. And that'll free Mon Mothma to go here. So, let's see. Are we better off? I think we're better off with a relic and a datacron. I thought I had a light side datacron somewhere. There it is. Critical damage and tenacity. If we just go for stats, this one has armor penetration, health steal, resistance penetration. This one has a bunch of crit damage. That's my mercenary one that I just got. This one has tons of tenacity. That could actually be interesting. Just add a bunch of tenacity to the Radis team. Make it a little bit harder to deal with, I guess. Alright, and then I think just trash on the back wall still. Yeah. So either they don't get through the Radis team or they don't play, or it's a full clear. We just got it. We got our good ship on defense and that's it. So we've held up a lot of opponents. There's not too many opponents that have beat that ship. Okay, so we've joined Grand Arena. We've joined our guild event. We've built all the stuff that we could build in the account. I think that's it. Clydno says Plo can now only be considered done at Relic 8. What? Has Plo been announced as a part of Ahsoka's journey then, or what? Yep, there it is. Okay. So Plo Relic 8 is now part of the Ahsoka journey. Yep, so he's done at Relic 8. I think my Plo will be done for a long time before he gets to Relic 8. It'll be a long time before we got a Relic 8 Plo. Wow, another 8 and another 7. Oof. Disjourney dough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six of them at 7. 2 at 8. 3 at 9. Whew. Woo! I think this has got to be the saltiest journey so far. I don't think Lord Vader was even that bad, was he? So he had 1, 2, 3, 4 7s and 4 8s. Yeah, 4 7s and 4 8s felt like crazy back then. But now we got a 6, 2, and 3. Man, that is a lot of relic levels. Oof. I'm feeling that on my Loquitur account. Just trying to get those characters up to those relic levels. I got plenty of time though. I mean, it's going to take a long time before I get these last few characters. Hu Yang, I got to farm Hu Yang up to 7 stars, and it's going to be months before he's even on the farm list, you know. Maybe, what, 4 weeks before, 8 weeks before he's farmable, and then it'll take me about, let's see, probably take me about 8 weeks to farm him at double drops, double farming him every day with, I got a lot of shards of Hu Yang with the pass. I really got a lot. I probably missed like a day of farming him or something, but I feel like if other people out there bought the pass, oh, that's not on this account. This account got trash. But on my Loquitur account, I feel like I was working on his 6 dot, you know. I don't think I got him to 6 dots, but I was somewhere halfway between 5 and 6 by the end of the event. And that's a lot further than I get characters during the event usually. So that initial 20 shards helped me a lot. Gave me quite a boost. So yeah, Hu Yang on my Loquitur account should only take, I don't know, a couple months to farm up, and then so my timeline for Ahsoka, I want my timeline for Ahsoka to be Hu Yang. So I have to get everything else done ahead of that, and then when he becomes farmable, I have to farm him, you know, twice a day, and that'll set my timing on Ahsoka. Clyno says she better be good. I'm too deep in to turn back. Yeah, I hear you. Lord Vader's a cakewalk now, says Stormpooper. Yeah. Lord Vader came out before we had the new raid currency, right? For sure. Yeah, I remember building him on my Allura account. It was brutal. And then I took like a bunch of the stuff on his team to Relic 7 or 8. And I think I even took that Red Trooper maybe even to Relic 9. I did a calculation on that Red Trooper with his bonuses and all that stuff. I had 3 defense sets on him at one point with health main stats, and I think I calculated him out having something like 450,000 health and like 79 armor or something like that. That character was crazy. Basically, if you didn't have an insta-kill of some way to get through him, he could even hold off Fennec Shans. Yeah. But yeah, I sunk a lot of relic levels into that Vader team. Between the just qualifying to get Vader and then all of the like follow-up extra relics that I did. Whew, that was salty. But I tell you, back when everybody was just bashing Lord Vader for being the worst galactic legend ever and being, you know, horrible. Man, I tell you, my guild would put Lord Vaders on defense, and that Lord Vader wall never got busted. So even though he was supposed to be bad, for people that invested in just a few extra relic levels in their character, man, he was crazy strong. I think that's still the case. There are, I mean, with Bane and that stuff now, though, I think Lord Vader's number is up for good now. But yeah, but for a long time he was better than people thought if you had invested the relics into him, into his team. What about General Hera? What about General Hera? Oh, if you're asking about farming Hera, again, the Huyang will be the last character on that list to become farmable. General Syndulla is, General Syndulla. Okay. Oh, right. So then General Syndulla will be the last Marquis. I got you. You're right. So Huyang's the last character now. But then this will actually be... You're right. Syndulla will be the last Marquis. Okay, fair enough. She'll set the timeline for the Ahsoka then. Given where the game is and where top players are, it's really not so bad. Even the 6 Marquis aren't so bad with how they're spaced out. The first 3 compared to the recent ones. The Lord Failure chatter has never stopped. People love to hate on Lord Vader. Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't built him, so he's the one galactic legend I'm missing on Loquitur, so he's good, but he's not good enough to motivate me to go back and farm him. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me for the day. That's all we can do with this Lex Talionis account for the moment. We'll come back next week. Looks like we'll get that Gamorrean Guard relic next week. That's fantastic, so get that locked in. See if we can get some more gear going for the higher relic levels. Get that relic 8 onto that Han Solo at some point soon. And then just keep chipping away at it, day at the work at the mines, collecting up Hermit Yoda and that stuff to get that Jedi Knight loop journey done. Just got all that stuff we're juggling all at once. All right, thank you all for coming out and watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe to watch more stuff like this in the future. Notification bell tells you when I'm doing these live streams or my GAC streams. And of course, we've got the Discord. It's a cool place to hang out and talk about the game. Learn from other people who are good at optimization. There's an Ask Loquitur channel. You can ask me questions directly, and I'll try to help you out when I get a chance. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next Holocron.